We had a couple guys injured, did not return. Otis, ankle, didn't return to the game. We'll see where he's at. Kenneth Murray had a wrist, did not return. Not probably encouraging for him. Radens had a shoulder, did not return. Hooker had a shoulder, did not return. Pollard's ankle is the same. He did not return, but he's the same as he was before. So nothing different. Obviously disappointed the way that first half got away from us early. Did not play well on either line of scrimmage. Didn't stop the run at all. Didn't run the ball well. That's a recipe to lose against a team that's built to do both, and we didn't do a good enough job. Guys fought. We didn't stop. They kept swinging at it. We had a chance to get the ball back with an 8-point game in the fourth quarter. And I appreciate the effort and the fight. Ultimately, it wasn't enough, but too many things that we didn't do well enough in that game all the way around, myself included. So I'll let you guys go ahead.
Understanding that the fight matters and trying to get back in the game. I mean, the way that it kind of spirals in the first half, how do you kind of justify that?
As far as what?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm disappointed all the way around and how the final outcome. I just wish we had played better early in that game. We were in a good spot. We go down and miss the field goal, but a chance to go up. And then we offensively have a critical spot where we get about a 60-yard gain to Calvin, and we get a hands to the face, and that one gets called back. And that's kind of where the momentum shifted. We turn the ball over, and then once turn the ball over late in the half, which made it even harder when we throw that pick in the 2-minute drill. So yeah, it's just the whole thing is disappointing because I thought we were going to play better than we did early, and the run game they had a couple really big explosive ones get away from us, and made it challenging to have to come back into the game. So I wish we didn't have to come back and we didn't have to show that kind of effort. I wish we could have won the game.
What's happening there that you're getting at?
Yeah, it looks that's again super disappointing performance. Really, not at all what I think that we've shown over the course of the year. But didn't get off blocks, didn't win the line of scrimmage, and then didn't tackle in space. We had then the speed of Jonathan Taylor showed up, and we couldn't get him on the ground. And he had two extremely large runs, and the quarterback had the other. And sometimes that's all you need to have a day like that is two 70-yard runs, puts you in a pretty rare category to begin with. So not good enough. Got to be able to get the ball carrier on the ground. Got to be able to fit gaps better than we did. So disappointing performance.
You had a very passionate, this team is a soft defense to those accusations. How do you go about it? Did you present that to them? Like, hey, this is what people are saying? And if so, how do you?
No, I didn't present that to them. If they saw it, they saw it. I didn't make anything of it. And again, it's disappointing that we ended up giving up the amount of rushing yards we did. And again, you can look all the way around. You can say whatever you want about it. It wasn't good in any area in the run game. So not a whole lot of defense there for that. But I didn't bring it up to them. Yeah, the turnovers were unfortunate. The one turnover at the end of the half was killer. It kind of predetermined and forced the ball in there, and then the ball should have went to the adjacent receiver. But other than that, I thought he battled. We held up okay in protection. We lost some guys up front. We had to shuffle some guys around. Brunskill had to go to guard. Levin had to go to center. John went in at tackle. So we were moving pieces all over the place. And I thought they fought in a drop-back passing game, which was good to see. Didn't give up a ton of pressure in a rush game. And ultimately, Mason responded well to that part of it, but needed him to play cleaner. We needed to be able to run the ball better than we did, so disappointed.
In the first half, you go down, you get the touchdown, you get the early score, then the offense just kind of goes dormant. The game's out of hand. Why weren't you able to sustain any rhythm?
We failed in a sequence there after that ball comes back on a penalty. We kind of get back into manageable distance, and we don't convert, which is disappointing. Try to take an aggressive throw on a 3rd and 1.5, 2, see if we could generate another explosive there. We didn't end up converting, and we had to punt. But that really was about where we missed a field goal too. We're driving down there, so just the consistency, down to down consistency, which has been our issue all year long, and it showed up again.
You had a 8 or 9 play offensive drive that included, I think, the end of the first quarter, the second quarter. Defense comes on the field. Jeff doesn't play the first 4 or 5 snaps there. Does he need that much extensive rec? Can you explain the logic between the substitution pattern?
Yeah, that's pretty standard operating procedure. For most defensive lines, is you're trying to get those guys a breather so they can play the entirety of the game. You want to try to keep a healthy rotation. Jeff's played a ton of snaps this year in general because out of necessity. And so you're just trying to rotate and make sure we're fresh for the entirety of the game. And, I'd have to look back on the rotation numbers and all that. But, yeah, there's a rhyme and a reason behind it.
Brian, you mentioned the lack of consistency. Also have had a few times on the road where things got away from you, kind of stumbled. Been able to put a finger on lack of composure, I don't know.
Yeah, I have not. I can't put a finger on those things. Those are challenging, and it comes down to we have to make less mistakes, and that's ultimately on me to figure out and fix. We make too many mistakes that put us in holes. It's been that way all season long, and it keeps showing up at critical moments, particularly again like at the end of the half where we end up with a turnover in plus territory and they go down and score. So. It's just one of those things that we got to find an answer to, and it's been a struggle to do that thus far, and I got to do a better job. One more time.
Finding a spark, you said kind of making move and Mason doing all that stuff, looking for a spark. What would that look like? What is that spark?
Yeah, we're just looking for more consistency, and I think he started the game out really well. I think he was, 8 for 8 or 9 for 9, whatever it was to start, and we put ourselves on 2 scoring drives back to back. We missed the field goal, but we're in position. And so that's what I was looking for, and we just didn't sustain that over the entirety of the first half. And, we did some good things in the second half, but again, the game was so out of hand that we had to do those things, and Mason responded and battled and kept swinging, and that part was great. But I was hoping to see more consistency than we had, and really the same kind of problems reared their head again on us.
The interception in the second quarter to Kenny Moore, he's kind of playing both.
He's playing to Tampa. He's playing in between both. We have kind of 2 different levels. It's meant to stretch him, and he squeezed inside, and just you'd like to hit the ball on the outside. Again, it's not going to be for a crazy gain, and probably be a completion for 5 to 8 yards. But he played it well. Played it like he had showed. He played between both those guys, and we were trying to just put some stretch on him. Has a little bit of horizontal stretch and some vertical stretch, and he played it well. And would have liked to see Mason come off it quicker.
So when you look at the mistakes today that were made, you said you want a spark, you said you want consistency. Is that consistency having to do up as a quarterback again next week?
We'll see. This is a week-to-week thing right now, and we'll see where that lands. Not going to make any determination on it right now.
What's the cause for any hope of the next 2 weeks based on how you guys?
I don't really deal in that. My job is to try to put the best product we can on the field and try to go win a game, and whatever that looks like. I'm not really in the Christmas spirit right now for hope. I'm just trying to play good football, and right now we haven't done it well enough. And our job is to go try to play another game next week. We've got 2 more to play. Love to find a way to win both of them and play better than we have. And that's all my focus is at, and that's where we're going to do our best to do. And outside of that, I can't control the rest of that. I'm just trying to do our best job we can.
Don't you guys need to have some hope? Is that not part of the factor for them?
Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, they want it, but, we all got to play better. We got to do a better job doing what we're supposed to do. I got to do a better job coaching. Everybody's got to be better. So the hope comes from doing things the right way over the course of an entire game at a better and higher rate than we have. And that's the ultimate sign of hope is when you play well. And we got to find a way to play well with the 2 weeks to go.
Why do you feel like this team has been incapable of complementary football throughout the season? Like the offense gets going for a while, then the defense gives up big plays, or the defense plays well, offense turns it over. Why the complementary football? Why has it been so hard to find?
That's a good question. There's a lot of reasons for it. A lot of it's just been putting ourselves in bad spots on both sides. Whether we can't stop the run today, and we give up turnovers in plus territory the week before. We give up turnovers for touchdowns. So as of right now, we don't complement each other very well at all, and that's a large reason why we haven't had as much success as I think we're capable of. But those things got to be better. We have to be able to complement when one side of the ball is playing well, and be able to capitalize on those things. And thus far, not consistently enough over the course of the season.